one for the day, but it certainly put them within scoring range now to win this game. But I just think that East Ringwood are playing better football, and I think East Ringwood should get home from here.
So that is the siren that starts the fourth quarter. Renton gets over the top to win the tap to Bilo, and he gets it forward. Mark taking it by Condella. He tries to get it to Waitman, who spills it on the run. Condello, Michael has to help out again, gets it to Cleven, and Cleven's kick is just a high up and under, and it's marked by Jones, standing all on his own in the defence, holding up strong. So East Ringwood, they wanted to move it as quick as possible, but maybe got ahead of themselves and couldn't keep it clean hand movement. So here's East Ringwood on the outer side, trying to mount an attack from defence. It is in the hands of Van Oon and gets tackled as he kicks, but gets it another 30 metres forward at the half-forward line. Picked up by Shepherd. Shepherd rushes his kick into the forward line, and that's why he didn't see. The only man waiting for it was Bilo and Dillon. His kick was touched, apparently, and it's now a play-on situation. East Ringwood under a heap of pressure. Now with North Ringwood going into the forward line, bounce the ball. Will it beat Dylan Bilo? And off the ground, Haley! Chugs in. And the ball is in dispute, fell to the ground. Haley reacts by kicking it off the ground for 15. And like a comet, the game has been closed now to 3 points.
Boundary.
It's 2-8-20, and North Ringwood closed the gap to 3 points.
Let's cross down boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting. Here's Esmond Aponzo.
Just at the three-quarter time, Peter, I've just got Peter Banfield here, the coach. Look, the group was enthusiastic. They were really eager. They were keen. There's only 1 or 2 goals in it. You'll be in front.
Yeah, it's a tight game. It's the ground's too slow. So, it's just contest after contest. So I think, you look at scoring shots, 2 goals, 8. We wait some opportunities. If we get the ball in quick, I think we're dangerous. But, as I said, it's just our ball movement. We're just trying to concentrate on getting the ball in a little bit quicker and isolate Tommy Hill just a bit more. So we'll see what happens.
Great stuff there, Esmond Aponzo with Banners, Peter Banfield, the senior coach of North Ringwood. As the ball's back into the middle, we have 3 points. The difference out here. It is 2-8 to 3-5. 23 plays 20 in the final term. Wood trying to bustle his way out of a tackle. Eventually did so, but was pinged, holding the ball. It was in the arms of Waitman, who wastes no time, kicks the ball inside forward 50. Over the top of the football there was Sam Lowson, who's kicked 2 handy goals today. He's the major goal kicker on the ground. Umpire starts it again. Renton knocked it down, straight into the arms there of Powell. He got brought to ground in a ripper tackle there by Lowson. Umpire said okay. Powell comes out after it again. Good second effort. Renton, Waitman have him, and will have a bounce 40 metres out from the Roos goal line. Renton, little knockdown. That was okay. Look away handball there from Cherney. Got chopped off by Jackie Whelan for North Ringwood. Sends it up towards the direction of Harbeck, who takes the mark on his chest. In front of leg. On the right boot now, Harbeck sends it up towards the half-forward line. In the front spot there was Hill. Couldn't bring it to ground, and James Balo hands it back to the umpire. Let's cross down boundary side. Thanks to chiropractic betting to Jason.
Yeah, just Marcus Bazakli's three-quarter time address for East Ringwood. He told his players to keep persisting and take their chances, but also keep up the tackling pressure.
It's all about the pressure and the desperation in the final term in a low-scoring affair in a tough winter's day in Melbourne as Whelan picks the ball up, snaps the ball inside forward 50, bounce just in time. You get the feeling, Brash, though, in the last 10 minutes of that third term and even at the start of this final term that North Ringwood sort of have the upper hand at the moment.
Yeah, the momentum's certainly gone their way, and there always comes a time in a game where a side needs to just take advantage of it, BWS, because if they don't, it can soon quickly evaporate.
Cleveland, not Cleveland, got the handball, got the knockdown, but Jackie Wheeler kicks it into Hill's direction, and he was in front, and the big man comes out and takes the mark. He'll have a shot on goal from 40 metres out directly in front, with a chance to give North Ringwood the lead since early in the first term.
Yeah, no, look, he's got a definite chance here to kick this goal, Tommy Hill. That's his job.
Hill comes in now, starts at left, and it goes even lefter. That's even a word, and it goes out of bounds on the full. So a sloppy kick, a few Bronx cheers from the East Ringwood fans, and it'll be Brenton Legg to bring the ball back in.
Bit of an emotional letdown, that, wasn't it?
Well, they better take that warning that this game is not firmly in their grasp, but that if they concede the next goal, they'll be behind, even though they seem to have a strong grip on the match for the first 3 quarters. They now have a battle on their
What
hands.
East Ringwood have got to do, they've just got to keep their cool. If they
That's
keep
right.
playing the football they've been playing, don't worry about the scoreboard, and they should be able to win the game.
They won a free kick from the kick out. Now they go long from half back to half forward on the outer side. Renton got underneath it, but thankfully the kick from North Ringwood's chopped off by Waitman in the centre of the ground. He just stops and surveys the options, goes even wide to Renton, takes the mark. Good weighted kick just inside the boundary line in front of the scoreboard that reads 23 playing 20.
Good mark too by the big man.
Yeah, and Waitman's had a good game for East Ringwood today.
So Renton puts it into the pocket, mostly the Saints in the area, and they'll concede the boundary throw in by punching it out. So I think East Ringwood, they like to play the territorial game. They like to keep it in their areas and keep it in tight. But it's now a tight game.
Waitman up to 23 disposals thanks to Tuesday.
So boundary throw in 20 metres around from East Ringwood's goals. Renton in front position. Cherney picks it up. Left boot around the corner. The bounce hits the post. So close.
Yet so far.
24 plays 20, and it's going to be moments that, like breaking out of the pack and having a flying shot, that could decide this game. We're going to have 25 to 28 minutes of tight footy, and it could come down to one shot at goal late. North Ringwood hold up this time.
So Wood brings it back in now, and he kicks it out us. Beautiful mark there by James Below. And he pulls it down, and he might be within scoring range here, Raymond.
Yeah, I think he's every chance there. But look, North Ringwood, for mine, they have to kick the next goal if they're going to win this game. Because if East Ringwood can score a goal out of this forward thrust, I just think that, that's going to knock the wind out of the sails of North Ringwood.
So James Below from just inside the paint.
Lovely kick.
He gets a lot of purchase on it, but he starts it right, and that's where it stays. So through for a minor score, margin out to 5 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. A goal for North Ringwood will put them in front. So Wood, once again, kicks it out. Strong mark's been taken there by Loco. Across the half back line. Doesn't want to rush it, which is the smart option. Wants to get every bit of 50 metres underneath it. A bit of shepherding out. And the big man, Cleveland, takes the mark. So the kick goes forward now. Decker got a handle on it. Renton got the handball away. That was okay. Inside forward 50, bouncing football across the face of goal. And it is one straight kick. The difference, could we have a draw on our hands?
That was a great shot by Ellis, and if it had bounced the right way, it would have been right through the middle. But yeah, we could have a draw at BWS.
So again, it's Jones kicking out. He goes close to the line. Was a touch before going out. The boundary umpire says just a tippy touch.
I'll tell you one thing, BWS, if it's a draw, I ain't coming back next Sunday.
Just as well, there's no extra time.
Yep, we may have not asked you to come back. But
all right.
That's what we did last Saturday.
Boundary throw in from 50 metres out from East Ringwood's goal. It's a lot of players around the pack, and no one breaks out, and the umpire has to come in from the centre of the ground to ball it up.
Not one player in the other end of half of the ground, boys.
Rucks go at it, a bit of a negated tap as the two ruckmen simultaneously try to smash it forward. And it goes to ground where the pack falls on the ball, and the umpire has to come in again. So we've gone about 7 or 8 minutes into this final quarter. It's only a goal the difference. It's actually 9 minutes ticked over on the board. North Ringwood trying to push forward. Now Legg pushes off a player as he gets a flying kick. Well positioned was Lowson to take the mark. Man on the spot, read the ball off the leg. And he knew where it was going to drop and left the defence in his wake. And ruining it was Morgan. Lowson from beyond 40 will have a deliberate shot with not much of an angle, but it doesn't mean it's an easy shot in these conditions. Heavy underfoot, ball maybe a bit soggy, and the pressure of the situation. This could be a game-breaking score.
Well, he does exactly what you do in wet weather football. You play in front of your man, and he was rewarded.
So Amy Lowson from 40 metres out. Deliberate approach, runs towards goals. He puts it to the right post and only spreads it further out to miss. And that is now a 7-point margin, which could be pivotal to the final result. It is now 3-9-27, playing 2 goals, 8-20. So the kick in as North Ringwood get the kick from outside their defensive 40, trying to get Van Unden to mark it. He's under a heap of pressure at ground level. East Ringwood been holding up nicely, and coming in was Shepherd to do the tackling duties. So it's 60 metres around from East Ringwood's goals. Rucks go at it. Cleveland wins the tap towards the boundary line, closer to goal. Haley goes at it, jumps on the ball. His opponent jumps on him, being Black, and Black gets all over him. Shepherd picks it up as Haley lets it go. It goes towards the Stein, who hands it off to Legg. Legg gets it long into the forward line. Lowson is smart, nearly gets underneath it to mark it in the pocket, but just eludes him close to the line, and the line was too close for him to show any more magic.
Brash, just on Charlie Haley here, I just believe he goes to ground looking for the free kick too often. You know, he was in front then and he just falls over the ball. He's got to hit it out.
Yeah, very Stephen Milne-esque.
Yeah.
So Renton wins the tap at ground level. Cherney misses it. Waitman comes in the tackle on Whelan. Whelan lets the ball go, picks it up again, tries to get up from the initial scrap, and he gets tackled to the ground by Cherney.
That's been a great battle of W's, hasn't it? Waitman and Whelan. That's been really good battle.
Renton front position again, uses his positioning well. At the ground level, dropped by Powell as he tried to tackle it, hand pass it to a teammate. And now we haven't moved too far. It's a real critical position and point of the game. 11 minutes in, 40 metres from East Ringwood's goal, who lead by 7. Lowson gets his hand free to hand pass it off. The kick just drops short, marked on the line. And North Ringwood breathe again. As Lowson, I don't know how he got the arm free in the tackle, but he managed to hand pass it out.
Daniel Wood on the last line of defence kicks it out, and a strong mark has been taken out there by Jones on the right boot. Wants to keep things moving, got it to centre half back where McKinnon takes the mark. He'll switch out wider now. Mark's been taken out there by Shepherd. He wanted to take off. He got around Walsh. That was good play. Got himself a little bit of space. Handball over the top to Jack Whelan. On the right boot, he can send North Ringwood inside forward 50. Looking for Tommy Hill. In the front spot there was Cleveland at the fall of the ball. North Ringwood have the numbers. Comes out towards the Price direction. What can he do? From an impossible angle, Price. He pushes it way left and out of bounds on the full it goes. But it's deep in the North Ringwood forward line. That's where they want the football to be. They currently trail by 7 points, 20-27.
Hill's in a bit of grief. I hope it's not...
Probably a bit... Yeah, he'd be right.
Bit of an ankle.
Yeah, might be a bit of cramp.
Hope he's okay.
So Bilo.
He's gone to ground again. He can't put weight on it. Talking
Bilo
about Hill,
of the James variety, kicks it out. Big fly there by Millard at the back. It was his second grab. It was a ripper in the end, so he pulls it down.
Yeah, he looks in a bit of distress, Tommy Hill.
Kicks out Cleveland's taken the mark, and now East Ringwood are on the surge. Up towards the wing position they go. The big man goes back and then thumps it inside forward 50. Standing strong at the back there was the Jones. Took a mark in the end. The umpire didn't seem to blow his whistle. Got it away to Sharp. Sold a little bit of candy, then got only a toe poker on the ball. He got dispossessed of it nicely there by Walsh. Umpire comes in, Geordie Buckingham, and will bounce it almost centre half forward for East Ringwood here. 13 and a half minutes gone. They lead by 7 points. It's been close all day. It's been low scoring all day. Umpire throws it up now, and he'll do it again. It's not uncommon out here at Quambia Reserve on this Sunday. Quick restart here. Shepherd, third man up, got the knockdown there for North Ringwood. Came out Legg, who's been brilliant, got the handball away. Almost releasing it there was Walsh. He was met heavily by Price, and it might sit up for Price here. He's done well. I just couldn't trap the football. He overspent it in the end. East Ringwood kick it up about 25 metres. Symes was beaten by the boundary line and will have a throw in.
Yeah, it's on the outer side, and Brash, you've been keeping an eye on Hill as he...
Yeah, he's not moving. He's moving very gingerly, and, you know, I'm a bit concerned. I think he might have to come off the ground, I would think.
Yeah, very hard for him to put his weight on himself.
Do you think taking him off the ground, though, is going to hurt the side? Because he's the one...
Well, if he can't move, then he needs to get off.
He can stand in the goal square.
So
yeah, but he's got to run.
North Ringwood, here's a big chance. It'll go in the direction of Hill. He's on his last leg. Ground level, Haley nearly off the ground. And Legg did well to put his weight over the ball and make sure he couldn't kick it off the ground.
That was really good by Brenton Legg again. That was probably a goal-saving tackle there.
Oh, I think actually it was Hancock giving him credit there.
Okay.
So I'll correct myself on that. And good saving effort there because Haley was going to do it. Harbeck goes at it. Mark taking last line for East Ringwood.
Tell you what, that only went every bit of 3 metres. I don't even know if it was paid in the end as it comes out. Umpire said play on. Wood got a handle on it. Cleveland got the linking handball up out wide looking for Stein. Couldn't quite pick it up. Eventually it was there by Barker. Got into a bit of trouble. Decker came in. Handball away to Van Union. He couldn't trap it either over the top. Adam Stein of him, and we'll have a bounce 65 metres out from the North Ringwood goals. Pye throws it up straight down into the arms of James Balo. He's happy to see it over the boundary line for another stoppage. Grant Campbell, some stats that matter thanks to Choose Tap.
Inside 50s, his final quarter 6-5 in favour of East Ringwood. Clearances 6-5 in favour of North Ringwood.
Pye to bring the ball back in. Taking a little while. McKinnon for the Saints tried to pick it up in the end off the deck. Legg had him and Shepherd wrapped up in a tackle. Pye starts it once more. Van Union over the top. Now here's Shepherd on the left boot. Kicks it inside forward 50. Haley was in there. He'll try and keep the ball alive. And he does so. He had Hubbard nicely wrapped up. And we'll have a bounce. It's now moved to 35 metres out from the North Ringwood goals. Can they snag one? Can they get to within a point? Umpire throws it up. Renton, easy knockdown that time up against Harbeck. It comes out now. Quick kick out of the danger zone. Might work out fortuitously though. Symes gets down low and takes a good mark in front of Shepherd, and he'll take off two on the left boot. Kicks it up towards the wing position, looking for the Belo direction. Couldn't pull the mark down. The Saints have the numbers at the fall of the pack. Daniel Wood, who's had a good game today, sees it over the boundary line and out.
I only did that because he walked over the boundary line. I'd like him to take a risk.
So right in front of Ronnie Hudson's Quamby Burger van, the umpire brings it back in. Knocked down Whelan, rode that really well, broke a tackle, and then got boot to ball also, but kicked it straight out of bounds on the full with Brenton Legg to bring it back into play.
He's tried really hard today, Jackie Whelan. He's had a ripper contest with Waitman.
Whelan only the 14 disposals, Waitman with 25.
And it's gone towards Whelan again, who's at the bottom of the pack to get it to Van Unen, who gets a long kick down to the wing. Contest for it. The Flyers go at it at a ground level. It's all North Ringwood, of Haley being one of them. Hands it over to a teammate. Up and under will be
nice
marked.
mark, Jones.
Well,
yeah, he's had a good game. He's had a good game today.
He's going to go into the corridor. It might open up here as it gets into his teammates' hands, and they've got a player inside 40. Late spoil by Hancock. Well done over Sharp. Sharp's first to bounce back onto the ball. He only gets a 5-metre kick, bouncing directly to Shepherd. Shepherd's hand pass just didn't get the target he wanted. Still in possession. Here's Hill on one leg, boundary line, left pocket, puts it to the goal.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Yes,
you are kidding me!
Right boot, left pocket, through the middle from 30 metres out. His second goal. 3 goals on the board for North Ringwood. It's only a point the difference. 18 minutes gone, fourth term.
And you guys wanted to send him off the ground.
Yeah,
I told you, leave him out there. He's the one that's going to kick the goal for you.
Yeah, like the rising of Lazarus.
When you smell goal, your leg is
just all of a sudden gets better.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great elixir.
Yes, that's it. The elixir of life.
Well, it's a 1-point ball game. Which way is this one going to go? In the middle of the ground, hitting the deck there was Cherney. Got it back to Renton. Taratuta has him wrapped up, and we'll restart it once again right smack bang in the middle of Quamby Reserve. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. It's a 1-point ball game. Here's Brenton Legg. Hasn't he been super? Great smother there by Shepherd. Comes out towards the wing position. The Saints have the numbers picked up by Daniel Wood. It got boot to ball and then dropped the football. He was only touched as he dropped the football. I believe that to be incredibly stiff, to be pinged holding the ball, but nonetheless Millard kicks it up towards the half-forward line. Symes has taken the mark. He's had a few touches late in this game. On the left boot, he's going to kick it to the hot spot. Decker has the sit. He got a fingertip on it, and it goes through for one behind. So another minor score on the board, 3:10.28. East Ringwood, 3:8.26. North Ringwood. Short passes on, risky business. Matt Scott takes the mark.
He's been good in the last half.
Matty Scott.
Yeah.
Kick out towards the half back line where the mark's been taken by Michael Loco.
He's been solid this game.
Yeah, I like him as a player.
And as a person, kicks it up towards the wing position now. Front spot there. Whelan came in, charged through. He just wanted to own the football, and he did in the end. Kick was half smothered, but he had enough purchase to get it up towards the half-forward line. Cherney was there, though. Waste no time, bangs it on his boot into the middle of the ground. You've got to play in front, and that's what Jared Ellis did for the Roos, and he takes the strong mark in front of Matty Weeks. So Ellis on the right boot now. Can East Ringwood peg one back? It's a 3-on-1 situation. Loco fell down at the crucial stage. Lowson was there to lay the tackle for East Ringwood. Comes out wide and eventually over the boundary line and out of bounds.
If East are going to kick it to the goal square, they've got to get someone else down there to help Barlow. He's one out. He's 1 on 3.
Yep.
You tell him, Ray.
They don't listen, BWS, like you.
Umpire throws it in. Lowson quickly wrapped up by Morgan, going nowhere, and Darcy Power for that matter.
You sense something's going to happen when Sammy's around the ball, though, don't you?
High Buckingham throws it up.
What's it go here?
No advantage?
No.
That's a definition of advantage, Geordie, but nonetheless he called it before the play moved on.
It's a bit of me on camera time.
McKinnon, he's not like that. Comes out, okay. Timmy Jones. This way, that way. Nice poise, but needed to hit the target of Shepherd. He takes it very, very wide and out of bounds it goes. Right underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 28 plays 26. A 2-point ball game out here on Division 1 EFL Sunday game day.
22 gone.
Pye brings it in now. Renton, front spot, got it down. Cherney on the left boot. Cheesy's been super. Kicks it inside forward, 50 at the fall. The ball picked up there by Powell, near enough. He copped one in the schnoz. Umpire said high tackle, so we are able to bring it out of that danger zone. 22 minutes. Still got to take some risks here. Here's Matt Scott, takes a bounce.
That's rare.
On the right boot, kicks it up towards the wing position. The big man there in Cleveland, he was after it. Over the top of him, there was Allison. Ball scoots out, and the kick goes inside forward. 50, Condallo got one hand on it. Little kick out wide. North Ringwood might be able to keep this one in the end. That was nice play and a brilliant Shepherd there by Decker. Handball over the top. Here's Whelan. He'll want to link up over to Shepherd. If he can trap the football, get a little toe poker on it towards the Allison direction. In there too is Balo, and he sees it over the boundary line and out of bounds. You can see the East Ringwood dugout getting pretty feisty, and it's tense football. It's only 2 points the margin out here, and there's only 4 to 5 minutes left to go in this game.
Yeah, we're only guessing, but between 26 and 29 minutes will be the end time. And here's a chance. It's bursting out of the pack as Van Noonan gets it inside the 40 mark. Taken. Was he ever there? He just pops out for the last moment to take the mark, and Hubbard's scratching his head.
And look, he wasn't actually playing in front, but he was shorter to the kick than what his opponent was.
So this is a big kick from about 40. It will be right side of Quamby Reserve. This could be the match winner from a man that has kicked 1 goal in this quarter to get them close again. Could this be the match winner for Haley? Puts it long, drifts across the, coming over the top. No mark taken by Hill, as the East Ringwood have some poise at ground level.
Yes.
Very well.
Cleared it out to Alice, and all danger is averted for the time being. Well done. Last line work by East Ringwood. So Alice is called to hurry up, and he kicks it long down the line to the wing. Rucks go at it in Cleveland. He couldn't take the mark with the ground level. He's got some help by Lowson. Hands it over to a teammate, and they couldn't get it in the corridor. So that means Sharp taking the mark. Might be a quick recharge. Here's Whelan. Takes it. Gets it into the centre, hoping to set something up. On the bounce, it goes to Jones. Jones spears the pass in. It's a mark. And it's North Ringwood having a shot
Tommy
at
Hill.
goal from Hill at 40+ metres with only 5 minutes ago, looking very ginger. So I wonder what his power cells are like, considering that he pulled the last set shot he had pretty badly. So it is Hill, and I'm going to repeat, this could be the game winner. It transitions from Haley now to Hill. 25 minutes gone in the final term. Margin of 2 points. Kick from 40 is long and direct to the line, touched. And it's a conceded point.
That is a great kick at this stage of the game
Oh,
for a guy who's on one leg also.
Whelan with 8 disposals in this final quarter after only having 9 in the first 3.
It could be a draw here still.
That doesn't help him on the ladder, does it?
No.
Neither of them.
1 point is the margin. 28 plays 27. We've got ourselves another cracker here as the kick comes in. Out of the defensive zone, a big fly over the top there by Loco to try and force the boundary, throwing Shepherd's there, and also is Stein, and over she goes for a boundary throw in.
East Ringwood are going to kill every ball, aren't they, and just try to kick it forward?
Well, yeah, you can kick it forward, but don't just waste it and hang on to it for too long.
Umpire brings it in. McKinnon versus Renton had the front spot. Whelan was in there, dives in, and so too does Leg.
Because if they try and run the clock down, that's when the mistake is made, and the opposition usually make you pay for it. So, look, you hit the ball forward, but just keep it moving.
By throws it up, Van Noonen over the top. Over the football there, Leg again, and Whelan.
He's going to be important. Oh, gets a free kick, Leg, for over the shoulder. The tackle slipped.
So Brenton Leg on the right boot, kicks it towards Cleveland and the Decker direction. Cleveland nearly pulled it in with the one mitt, knocked it on nicely there to Lowson. He got dispossessed of the football, it'll kick off the ground, and now it's in the arms of Shepherd. He just wants to bang it on his boot, inside forward 50 or thereabouts. Haley, he ducked the head, he was after the free kick. Umpire said it was okay.
Nearly got it.
Right,
He nearly got it through
bounce.
though. He nearly got through with it.
Harbeck got the double fisted down. It's only about 35 metres out from the North Ringwood goal line. We could have a draw on our hands. There's not long left in this match. Umpire Geordie Buckingham asking all players to clear themselves. He restarts play. He's called time on. He's called it back on again. Here's Renton, knocks it down.
27 minutes gone.
Comes in, Haley's in there as well.
What's a go? Nope, no.
He's gonna quick whistle it, it looks like, which is good. And he's now calling time, which is also good. Well umpired.
Next score wins it, I think. Either
Or draws it.
Or draws it.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. As it comes out now, Tommy Hill.
Vote one,
knocked
Wayne
down,
Rusher.
Cherney's in underneath it. Sorry, Brush. It was there.
Exactly.
27:35 says the clock.
There's the siren. It's a 1 point victory to East Ringwood. They've held on with everything that they had in a low scoring affair out here at Quamby Reserve today. 3-10-28 to 3-9-27. It's not what we were expecting out here today for a Division 1 clash. It hasn't been raining all day. Geez, it's been freezing, but what a tough, hard game of football it was by these two sides out here, and fantastic effort by the away side in East Ringwood to come away and hold on with a 1 point victory out here today.
Look, it was a real battle out there. That's the only way you can describe it. You know, at times the football wasn't pretty, but both sides, they gave everything they possibly could to the contest, and probably a draw would have been a fitting result, but no, full marks go to East Ringwood. They've come up in 1 point in front, and all credit to them, and credit must also go to North Ringwood, because at half-time I felt they were way out of this game and weren't conceivably going to get back into it, Prash.
No, and they probably owned the second half, North Ringwood, Ray. For that third quarter, they probably controlled 20 of the 28 minutes with the ball inside their 50, and probably couldn't, and only got that goal to Tommy Hill.
Yeah.
And I've got to go to the finished score. Let's go to the goal kickers before we get a winning coach on board. Lowson kicked 2 for the winners in East Ringwood, and Waitman, they were all in the first 3 quarters. For North Ringwood, Hill kicked 2 and Haley kicked 1, and that is a total of 6 goals for the day, with East Ringwood triumphing by a point, and we're not far away from getting an interview at ground
Yeah, it looks
level.
like Esmond's moving over to the East Ringwood playing group.
See if you can grab someone, Esmond.
Boundary.
Looks like one of
And
the...
we'll go to Esmond DePonzo and we'll get an interview now.
It looks like Sammy Lowson's going to join us.
Thanks a lot for that, Sam. It was a very tough day at the office today. Not a high-scoring, difficult conditions, but just managed to get the points on the board, I guess.
Yeah, it was real clogged up. The ball ended up staying on the one wing for a while, and it was a really messy, cloggy game, but we ended up getting the 4 points, which is good, so it's a bit handy.
You started off with a couple of kicked a couple of goals earlier on in the this thing, but what was it like at that sort of three-quarter time? Seeing, look, because they were just they only had to kick a couple of goals that they could just win the game.
Yeah, it was when it was the third quarter, it was all do or die. So like it was every time it was contested, we just needed to make sure we got the ball forward and that everyone was clean with the ball, so we could get it into our scoring area and try and provide something.
Thanks a lot for that, Sam. Look, do any of you guys want to ask Sam a quick question? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Sammy, congratulations. A great victory this afternoon.
Can't hear you now.
Hello.
Hi, Sammy, congratulations. Great victory this afternoon. The one thing I've got to say that your back six played an amazing game this afternoon. To hold East Ringwood to 3 goals, 9. There must be some great camaraderie being built here at East Ringwood this year.
Oh, mate, it's been unbelievable. We've built all together. We're a young team, and it's just you can tell that we're all close mates, and the back six absolutely killed it today, and they pretty much won us the game by making sure they didn't score.
Your form, Sam, I feel that you've taken the next step this year. Do you feel like that you've taken ownership of the forward line?
Yeah, I've definitely put in a lot more harder work this year, and it's paying off, and it's starting to show on my form. So I'm real happy the way I'm playing, but it's more the team that I'm very stoked with. Like, we're absolutely killing it this year, and real proud of all the boys.
Just on that back six that Brash mentioned, mate, Leg and Cherney, they were incredible down there, weren't they?
Yeah, they're solidating our back line very well, but with their ball use and just how hard they go in with the ball. So it's doing us real favours.
Sammy, one quick one. Is the F word going to be mentioned now?
Sorry?
Is the F word going to be mentioned?
Oh, the lid's off. The lid is definitely off. We're contention. We are contention.
Yeah, good on you. Great game, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Sammy Lowson, they could be talking finals at East Ringwood.
They could be talking finals, but you've got to look at North Ringwood. North Ringwood in the last 2 games have had both sides of the spectrum. They beat Roval by a point. Now they're defeated by a point in their last 2 games. It just shows you how even that this